Deep within the forgotten earth, beneath layers of time and decay, an ancient wooden box. With careful excavation, the full extent of the box's decay is revealed, its wood softened by moisture.
The box is gently pried open, its ancient seal broken. Inside, a dark, shapeless...
Lifted from its muddy grave, the pistol is a grotesque sculpture of decay, every surface caked in hardened mud.
The mud, once a protective blanket, has become a corrosive prison. Years of moisture and organic matter have transformed the metal into a heavily oxidized.
The original finish, whether nitride or Cerakote, is utterly obliterated. What remains is a... The barrel, if visible, is a solid mass of rust, its bore undoubtedly choked with corrosion. The sight...
Rise. The magazine, if present, is likely fused within the grip, a corroded block of metal. Its removal will be a...
The mystery of its burial in an old box deepens the narrative. Was it hidden? Forgotten? A relic of a past life? Despite the total decay, the robust design of the Zigana hints at its potential. Its modern line.
The full extent of the damage is visually overwhelming, and this is not a simple restoration, but a full rebuild from toes.
Carefully secured, the mud-caked Zigana begins its journey from its ancient, muddy tomb to the sterile environment of the restoration. Under the pristine, focused lights of the restoration workshop, the mud-caked Zigana is laid bare.
Exports. Documentation is paramount. Every angle, every crack in the dried mud, every visible sound.
The first step, a gentle preliminary cleaning to remove the loose, hardened mud. Soft brushes and...
The polymer frame, once robust, is brittle and discolored. Stress cracks are visible around critical areas.
Digital calipers are used to measure the slide's thickness in critical areas. The readings are alarming, significant material loss due to deep pit.
The barrel's exterior is a solid mass of rust. A bore light is inserted into the muzzle.
The magazine, still trapped within the polymer grip, is a corroded block. It's completely fused to the frame. Serial numbers and manufacturer markings on both metal and polymer are completely obscured by the decay. Their revelation will be a key step in authenticating this forgotten Zigana.
In our work. A structural assessment of the polymer frame is critical. Visual inspection reveals potential weaknesses.
The initial diagnosis is grim but not hopeless. Total decay, severe corrosion, compromise.
Despite the extreme challenges, the vision for a modern tactical rebuild takes shape. This Zigana will...
The plan is clear. Aggressive cleaning, extensive part replacement, Cerakote OD green for the metal, and a fully restored...
The Zigana's journey for total decay to modern tactical rebirth is officially underway.
The arduous task of disassembly begins. The Zigana, a solid block of mud and rust, resists every attempt at a standard field strip.
After hours of soaking, localized heat is applied. A heat gun fully warms the critical...
The first major challenge, freeing the slide from the polymer frame. With the frame secured in a padded vise, controlled, rhythmic force is applied to this.
A breakthrough. With a grinding sound, the slide grudgingly begins to move, millimeter by agonizing millimeter.
Bolt. The takedown lever, a critical field steering oil, next.
With a final stubborn twist, the takedown lever yields. It's heavily corroded.
The recoil spring assembly, hidden beneath the barrel, is revealed.
It's a tangled mass of rust and mud, the spring itself likely compromised.
Brake drill. Using a brass drift and a dead blow hammer, careful, forceful blows are applied to the magazine base. The goal is
With a final, wrenching pop, the man drops free. A gross.
From a single, mud-caked block to its major, corroded components, the Zagana has wielded its first secrets.
With the major components separated, the meticulous detail strip begins. Every pin, spring...
Rings. The slide's internal components are addressed first. The firing pin channel is choked with rust. The firing pin retaining plate...
The retaining plate is finally removed. Beneath it, the firing pin is a solid mass of rust, stuck in it.
The firing pin spring is extracted, a completely corroded, collapsed mess. It's beyond salvage and will definitely require replacement for any hope of reliable function. With the pin drilled out, the extractor is carefully lifted free. It's heavily rusted and pitted. It's critical.
Attention shifts to the polymer frame. All internal metal components, trigger bar, hammer, sear, various pins and springs. The trigger group pins are addressed. Each is rusted in place, requiring a combination of heat, penetrating oil.
The trigger is carefully removed, it's heavily rusted, its pivot area corroded, and its spring complete. The hammer spring, crucial for reliable firing, is extracted. It's a severely corroded, collapsed mess, completely devoid of tension. It's unequivocally a replacement part. The sear and disconnector, tiny, precision parts, are carefully extracted. Both are heavily rusted.
All remaining pins, springs, and detents are methodically extracted from the polymer frame, each one cataloged and assessed for damage or replacement needs.
the magazine is fully disassembled. The base plate is pried off, revealing the seized follower and a completely destroyed, rust-welded.
Complete disassembly achieved. The Zagana now exists as dozens of individual, heavily corroded metal components.
The war against total decay begins in earnest. Aggressive chemical and mechanical processes are deployed to strip. Inside the electrolysis bath, vigorous bubbling signifies the chemical reaction. Hydrogen bubbles rise. After hours in the electrolysis bath, the slide is lifted, transformed. The heavy small metal components, pins, trigger parts, internal frame parts, are placed in an ultrasonic cleaner filled with a
The polymer frame, heavily stained and caked with mud, undergoes a different cleaning process. Specialized polymer cleaner.
After chemical treatment, aggressive mechanical cleaning begins on the metal slide. Rotary tools with...
The slide rails, critical for smooth operation, receive meticulous attention. Fine wire brushes, abrasive pads, and careful...
The barrel's bore, after initial chemical cleaning, receives aggressive mechanical scrubbing.
Small parts emerge from the ultrasonic cleaner, but still heavily pitted. Each piece is individually inspected, wire brushed.
All components are given a final high-pressure water rinse, blasting away loosened rust particles, chemical residues, and cleaning debris, revealing the
The polymer frame is also thoroughly dried and inspected. Its original black color is largely restored.
With cleaning complete, the critical assessment phase begins. Each component, metal and polymer, is meticulously.
The metal slide is inspected first. Digital calipers measure critical dimensions: rail spacing, breech face, and
The slide's verdict? Salvageable. The pitting is extensive but primarily cosmetic. The robust Turkish steel has held its structural integrity.
The barrel receives critical scrutiny. A bore gauge measures groove and land dimensions.
Barrel verdict? R.E. Place. For a modern tactical rebuild, accuracy and reliability are non-negotiable. A new, high-quality
Frame verdict? R a place. A new, robust polymer frame is absolutely necessary to ensure the Zagana's safety.
Small metal parts assessment begins. The firing pin, extractor, sear, and disconnector are all heavily pitted and eroded.
All springs, recoil, firing pin, hammer, trigger, magazine are assessed. Every single one is heavily corroded. The original magazine body is heavily pitted inside and out, its feed lips damaged. The follower and spring are destroyed. Some small pins and extra controls, like the slide stop lever, show less severe corrosion.
A comprehensive parts list is compiled. New barrel, new frame, all new internal small parts.
The sourcing process begins, contacting Zagana parts suppliers, aftermarket manufacturers, and specialty dealers to acquire From a forgotten relic of total decay, the Zagana is now poised for a dramatic rebirth.
The transformation of the heavily pitted Zagana slide begins with aggressive surface preparation. Coarse
The slide's serrations, once obscured by rust, are carefully worked with small files and shaped abrasive tools.
For the flat sides of the slide, a belt sander with a coarse belt is carefully employed. This removes material quickly and efficiently.
Curved surfaces and contours, like the front of the slide and the muzzle area, are hand sanded with coarse grit paper. Deep pits that cannot be completely removed without compromising the slide's structural integrity are accepted as part of its history.
After each coarse sanding session, the slide is meticulously cleaned with compressed air and wiped down. This removes.
The progression to medium grit begins. 120 to 180 grit sandpaper starts. The slide, after medium grit sanding, shows a visible transformation. The random, deep pitting has been replaced by uniform.
The new barrel, though not heavily corroded, also receives a light medium grit sanding.
All major metal components destined for Cerakote, the original slide and the new barrel, are brought to the same medium grit surface.
From heavily pitted, irregular surfaces to uniformly sanded, progressively refined metal.
The final surface refinement begins. Progressively finer abrasives transform the medium scratch steel into a smooth, The slide's flat surfaces receive special attention. Fine sanding in consistent directions creates a uniform grain that will ensure the Cerakote.
The progression continues. 400 grit, then 600 grit, 100 grit sandpaper.
Curved and contoured areas of the slide are fine sanded with flexible abrasive pads or fine paper wrapped around shaped tools.
Critical functional surfaces, like the internal slide rails, receive final precision sanding. They are brought to an ultra-smooth fit.
All edges, slide corners, serration edges, ejection port, are carefully deburred and smoothed. All metal components, the original slide and the new barrel, are brought to identical fine sanded finish. They will receive the Cerakote.
The components are handled only with clean, oil-free gloves and placed on clean, lint-free surfaces, maintaining absolute cleanliness. From a heavily pitted, mud-buried relic to precision-prepared steel surfaces, the transformation is profound.
The moment of tactical transformation arrives. The prepared metal components of the Zagana will receive their durable ceramics.
Before coating, the metal components undergo a final, critical degreasing. They are sprayed with acetone or a specialized degreaser. The prepared slide and barrel are carefully hung inside the spray booth. The professional spray gun, loaded with Cerakote OD Green.
The first coat of Cerakote OD Green is applied to the slide. Thin, even passes cover the metal, transforming the matte gray.
The new barrel also receives its Cerakote OD Green coating. Every surface is covered with thin, overlapping passes.
After the initial coats, the components are allowed to flash dry. Then, additional thin coats are applied until the desired yields.
Once coated, the slide and barrel are carefully transferred to a curing oven. The precise temperature and time to...
While the metal cures, the new black polymer frame is prepared. It's meticulously cleaned, degreased.
The Cerakote OD Green finish is inspected under bright light. Its matte texture, consistent color, and flawless adhesion. The Cerakote OD Green metal components and the restored black polymer frame are brought together for a visual preview. The contrast is striking.
From mud-cake decay to a vibrant, durable, tactical finish, the Zagana's major components are now visually transformed.
With the Cerakote cured and the polymer frame prepared, the final detailing begins. Each component receives meticulous attention.
Any areas that might have received uneven Cerakote coverage, tight corners, recesses, are meticulously inspected.
The slide serrations are individually cleaned and detailed with small brushes. This ensures each serration.
The new barrel's Cerakote OD Green exterior is buffed and polished. Its bore receives a final, thorough... All small external metal parts, new sights, slide stop magazine release are individually polished and all new internal parts, firing pin, extractor, sear, disconnector, and all springs are inspected. The new sights, front and rear, are carefully detailed. Their surfaces are cleaned and any white dots or... A protective coat of high-quality gun oil is applied to all internal metal surfaces and critical wear points. After oiling, excess is carefully wiped away, leaving only a thin, protective film.
The new black polymer frame receives a final wipe down and inspection. Its enhanced grip texture is confirmed, and its clean surveillance.
All components, metal and polymer, original and new, are now finished, polished, protected, and ready.
From total decay in the mud to professionally finished components, the transformation is complete. The Zagana is ready for the final...
With the Cerakote cured and the polymer frame prepared, the final detailing begins. Each component receives meticulous...
The Cerakote OD Green finish on the slide receives a final...
Any areas that might have received uneven Cerakote coverage, tight corners, recesses are meticulously inspected.
The slide serrations are individually cleaned and detailed with small brushes. This ensures each serration is uniformly OD.
All small external metal parts, new sights, slide stop, magazine release, are individually polished and inspected under. The new magazine, now fully assembled with its new body, follower, and spring, receives a final inspection.
All new internal parts, firing pin, extractor, sear, disconnector, and all springs are inspected one final time.
The new sights, front and rear, are carefully detailed. Their surfaces are cleaned and uneven. A protective coat of high-quality gun oil is applied to all internal metal surfaces and critical wear points. The oil provides enhanced corrosion. After oiling, excess is carefully wiped away, leaving only a thin, protective film. The components now. The new black polymer frame receives a final wipe down and inspection. Its enhanced grip texture. From total decay in the mud to professionally finished components, the transformation is complete.
The new barrel is measured for critical dimensions, bore diameter, chamber dimensions, head space, ensuring all measures.
All new replacement parts are verified. The new firing pin is measured for correct length and diameter. The new extractor is checked for proper spring.
The new trigger and hammer engagement surfaces are inspected under magnification for proper geometry, smoothness, and...
All new springs are tested. They are compressed and measured to verify they provide the correct tension.
The Cerakote OD green finish is inspected for your uniformity. Under bright, angled light, the finish is checked for even coverage.
Precision lubrication begins. High-quality gun oil is applied to critical wear points with surgical precision. Each drop is...
The new barrel is lightly lubricated. A thin film of oil on the locking lugs, chamber, internal mechanism lubrication, the hammer pivot, trigger pivot, sear contact points, each receives a tiny drop of oil, ensuring smooth, friction-free operation. The new recoil spring and guide rod are lightly lubricated. A thin film of oil ensures smooth compression and extension. Grip screws and other small fasteners are inspected and prepared. Their threads are cleaned and lightly oiled to prevent galling and ensure they can be installed and removed smoothly in the future.
All components pass final inspection. Dimensions verified, finishes approved, lubrication complete. The Zagana is ready for a...
From total decay in the mud to precision inspected, professional...
The moment of assembly arrives. Each component, restored and perfected, will be united into a complete Zagana pistol.
Assembly begins with the new polymer frame's internal components. The new trigger is carefully installed. Its pins. The new trigger spring is installed, carefully positioned and compressed, providing the return tension necessary for lathe. The new hammer assembly is installed next. The hammer is positioned, its pin aligned, and driven through the frame.
The new sear and disconnector, critical for safe single-shot operation, are carefully installed. Their positions are precise.
The new magazine catch assembly is installed. The catch, its spring, and retaining components are positioned.
The new slide stop lever is installed and tested. It rotates smoothly through its positions.
The slide assembly begins. The new firing pin and its spring are installed in the Cerakote OD green slide. Tested for... The new extractor, precisely fitted, is installed in the slide with its pin secured firmly. It's tested for proper spring tension and claw engagement.
The new barrel is positioned in the slide. It seats perfectly, and the locking lugs align with precision, a testament to the careful
The slide assembly is carefully mated to the new polymer frame. Aligned precisely on the rails, the slide is pushed forward onto the frame.
The new slide stop lever is installed, securing the slide to the frame. With a satisfying click, the Zagana's major assembly is complete. The new front and rear sights are carefully installed on the slide. Their precise alignment is crucial for accuracy.
Assembly complete, the Zagana stands whole. OD green Cerakote gleaming subtly, black polymer drill. The rebuilt Zagana must prove itself. Rigorous functional testing will verify that this mud-buried relic has truly...
The first test, manual slide operation. The slide is racked smoothly back and forth multiple times, checking for fluid.
Safety function test. The safety lever is rotated to safe and the trigger is pulled. The trigger is blocked, correct. Safety is moved to fire. Trigger pull test. Using a trigger pull gauge, the trigger weight is measured. The pull is crisp, consistent within modern tactical specifications, safe and reliable for defensive or duty use. Magazine function test. The new magazine is loaded with dummy rounds and inserted into the Zagana. The magazine release is tested, positive ejection. The magazine is reinserted, positive lock. Perfect.
Feeding and ejection test. With dummy rounds, the slide is racked repeatedly, testing feeding from magazine to chamber and ejection.
Slide lock function. After the last dummy round is chambered, the slide locks back on the empty magazine exactly as designed. The slide release drops the slide smoothly, correct operation confirmed.
Dry fire test. With an empty chamber and snap cap installed for safety, the hammer is cocked and the trigger pulled. The hammer...
All functional tests passed. The Zagana operates flawlessly, safely, reliably. The Zagana is prepared for its final reveal. A final wipe down with a soft cloth removes any handling mark.
Close-ups reveal the exquisite details. The uniform OD green Cerakote coating, the enhanced grip texture on the black polymer. The Zagana is rotated slowly under dramatic lighting. Every angle reveals the quality of the rebuild, the modern tactical design. From the forgotten depths of a muddy burial to a formidable, modern tactical firearm, the Zagana rebuild is...
The mystery of its burial endures, but the Zagana's future is certain. Rebuilt, functional, tactical, ready to